Pop Squad! Hello, every person. It's Wednesday. I just got finished running D&D for my buddies, and I thought I would come and record this here little video. Another song by Shady Boy. We actually listened to a song by Shady Boy 10 days ago, on the 17th. Today is the 27th. I looked because I thought we had done a Shady Boy song, and I just don't keep everybody's names in my head. This was another song recommended by somebody who saw that initial song and said, hey, you should check this song out by him too. I did really like the old Shady Boy song. I listened to a bit of it, and it had a really cool... It was well mixed and had a kind of a cool, dreamy sound to it, and thought it was quite good. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm still just amazed that this song, which came out in the last, it was either 2020 or 2018, I forget exactly, but certainly within the last 5 years. But this is a rap artist who's been around for a while and had some success, and there's no Wikipedia page, which is the weirdest thing. Like, you would think some really old bands, like Warp 9, right, that we listened to the other day or yesterday, there's nothing about them on a wiki page, but they're 40 years old, so that's not too surprising. But Shady Boy, this is somebody who's been around the last few years, ought to have a Wikipedia page. I mean, he's got enough music out that there's enough there to talk about. So it's really surprising to me to find a hole like that in Wikipedia and in online resources in general. His name exists on other sites like Discogs and Rate Your Music and things like that, but a Wikipedia page, I couldn't even find an online presence for him, which is really weird. Regardless, let's jump in here and listen to Letter to God from Shady Boy. This is just over 4 minutes, and I'm hoping it's good. I will point out he is another Chicano rapper. That was one of the lists he showed up on, was list of Chicano rappers. Let's just jump in here. I listened to like literally a second of this and was like, let's just play it. So it said produced by AI, and AI is the person who produced his last song as well that we listened to.
I'm getting closer to God, smoking on this top shelf. Are you all I need? Cause honestly, you're all I got. Now it seems you never heard my screams, I must have gotten blocked out. We don't really talk much, but today I dropped down to say that I ain't tripping on the times when I got knocked down. Waiting to be saved, you never came, so I'm lost now. In a generation where they see a cop and cop out, the game became high school the way these lanes drop out. Fuck it, I'ma hold the block down with a block out. There's a war, forgive me, Lord, I keep my 40 Glock out. Forgive us for we worship violence more than you in my town. Before eternal silence, there's some things I had to jot down. Yo, I can use a little bit of strength right now. Orange fucker going hard up in the paint right now. Recording with...
So, this song is kind of interesting. First off, I want to comment again, it's mixed incredibly well. The music is clear and carries the beat forward. It doesn't get in the way of the rapping and his voice. His voice is at exactly the right level to be completely understandable and clear, and it's really well done. His words, the way he's rapping, again, very clear, very straightforward. The point of this song is to get the lyrics across. It's not a dance song, it's not a party song, and it is made incredibly well to do exactly that. Love his look. Totally a cool looking guy. And I do like his voice quite a bit. The subject matter, pretty dark. But you know what? That's how people live.
With a 40 on my waist right now. Heard some fools are coming for me, but I ain't gonna lie down. This is my town, so remember my squad. No rest for the wicked, whether dead or alive. Whether headed for the flames or I'm headed to the sky. Write this letter to God, cause I ain't ready to die. Gang life takes its toll, being invisible. was critical. Ran that shit back, so now sleep is getting difficult. For my buried friends, to me this inadmissible. Hollows are reciprocal and swift based off principle. If we only murder criminals and die, would do as killers go. Dolphins, yeah, they're plentiful, so dreams are pretty minimal. I'm having night terrors, that shit is pretty typical. My nightmares full of shit that I thought were only mythical. And scared, I'm prepared, I'm knowing where the wicked go. I'm a born sinner, on the inner is the sickest soul. Toxic memories I frequent often like a liquor store. Ignore me in the past, but I'm hoping that you listen, Lord. Yo, I could use a little bit of strength right now. Let's fuck a going hard up in the pain right now. Recording with a 40 on my waist right now. Heard some fools are coming for me, but I ain't gon' lie down. This is my town, so remember my scribe. No rest for the wicked, whether dead or alive. Whether headed for the flames or I'm headed to the sky. Write this letter to God, cause I ain't ready to die. I'm writing you this letter, God, I hope you get to read it.
So I find this song really interesting. I don't know a lot about Shady Boy, obviously, because I wasn't able to find out much about him. But if this is at all autobiographical, I find it super interesting because I have no trouble accepting that he may have had a pretty serious background in gangs and done some really questionable things, mostly because that's how he's representing himself, right? Like, this is my story. But what I think is really interesting, and I think one of the things that people miss when they listen to rap and hip-hop that's either like gangster rap or stuff like this that talks about being in the gang lifestyle and dealing drugs, killing people. I mean, that's what this video is about, right? What this song is really saying is, like, I may have done these things, but I know they're wrong and I know they're bad, but I was in that situation. I'm not going to say forced to do it, but in that situation where I had to make a choice, and these are the choices I made. I may not agree with them now that I'm not in that situation, but I did them. And he's got night terrors, and he has toxic thoughts, and he had, like, super interesting to hear all this stuff, because that's normally what you hear is, yeah, I killed him. Like, it's all the bravado, it's all the like the overconfidence and like projecting that toughness, right? And that's not what this song is. It's showing us that he's done things like that, or things like it. I can't say for certain. But it all is in his head, and I mean, it's still in his head. It's stuff he thinks about, and it affects him, and he wakes up. I mean, if he has real night terrors, he wakes up screaming and fighting because he was so affected by this. And it's really super interesting to hear this be talked about in a rap song. I find it really remarkable.
I mean it when I say I know I'm blessed to still be breathing between all this.
I should also say, the song is specifically a letter to God, admitting all of this stuff and saying pretty much, you know, let me do good, I want to do good. And really, I think what he's ultimately saying is, give me a better circumstance to live in, and I can be a better person. But right now, I just need to survive. And I also find that absolutely understandable.
Screaming at the demons I've been seeing. Been meaning to ask you something if it's not an inconvenience. Some boys are coming for me, but I'm with it.
That's great. I've been meaning to ask you something if it's not an inconvenience, God.
I'ma hang true with the pistols get to swinging. I'ma throw an F up, no believe me. Before my soul's deleted and my blood's been depleted. If I don't succeed at my mission to defeat them, I pray you're lenient for my enemies. I had you meeting. I pray I die a legend to the G's I superseded. I pray I die a leader like my name was Mussolini. Yo, I could use a little bit of strength right now. Motherfucker going hard up in the pain right now. Recording with a 40 on my waist right now. Heard some fools are coming for me, but I ain't gon' lie down. This is my town, so remember my scribe. No rest for the wicked, whether dead or alive. Whether headed for the flames or I'm headed to the sky. Write this letter to God, cause I ain't ready to die.
What's up, homeboy?
Took you long enough, homie.
Say no more.
Well, there you go. I guess he got what was coming to him. Good song. Again, it's not one of the songs you want to hear over and over again. It's not peppy and light and fun, but it's a really good song for what it is, and I find it remarkable because of that, because of what it talks about, and because of what he's admitting. And I think it's amazing. I think it's really good, and it's not the sort of thing that we hear very often in at least popular rap and hip hop, right? But yeah, this is a very good song. I really like it. So thank you so much for recommending this. I can see why you like it. It's very, very honest and real, and yeah, really just fantastic. Like it a lot. Thank you. Pop Squat, check it out. I think we're like three. Oh, there. That was three, by the way. That's my hand. 3 people away from 300 followers. So thanks very much. And please do like, subscribe, and share. I will see you all tomorrow night.